Alright, uh, so I'm going to start up a whole new project. I just finished up another one last month, and I didn't really record any of the progress on it. Um, so I'm going to do this kitchen. Um, I got to try to line up this shot so whenever I take it into my main program that I'm going to use, I everything will line up correctly, and I won't have to do too much messing around with anything. This program is Syntheyes, and that is automatically asked me to save something. So, okay. So anyway, this is Syntheyes, which is mainly used for tracking. It's you can also use it for like 3D integration, which is like I would say maybe like if you had a shot and like you wanted to put something on the counter in there, and you didn't want to build anything else, you just basically would build. You would line up the shot, and then you'd like do like just regular shapes for this stuff, so that you had like shadows and whatnot. And then what you would do is you'd model your object or prop or whatever, and then you'd bring it in, um, and place it. Um, so with trying to line this shot up, it's going to be kind of hard because here is the floor, and like you have these counters coming out, or there's counters coming out so far that you can't see where the back of the floor is, which causes an issue. But we could probably figure it out using things like along here. I just need it to be somewhat, um, just make sure I get my angles and everything. Like I can use the counter, I could use the island to do most of the lineup on it. Um, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to lens, and what you're gonna do is you have to draw your X, Y, and Z lines so that it can try to figure out how this is laid out. Um, so we're gonna add a line. Let's see here. So like draw one along here. Not sure if this is. I want to say it's X. We're going to say parallel to X. You mainly want to do your like X-axis lines, like your main X-axis line, and Z and Y. You're going to want to do them on the floor because you want everything to be lined up. Like you want the grid to be at the floor, not halfway up the, up the shot. I'm going to do another one down here. I'm going to try this one. I'm going to make it the main x-axis. So, let's see here. I get confused with this because it you have the arrow. I think it's supposed to actually go against it, going off the screen. So I'm going to change that. Okay. I'm gonna just do all these X lines, try to get as many as I can. So do one here, do that, and then I guess we can kind of do this. It's so hard to try to figure out where. I can use that corner and bring it up, and then I can find out where it meets. But it's so hard to try to figure it out. So as far as Y goes, we're gonna go and get it right here. And we're gonna do on Y-axis. I think this is actually supposed to go up. I want to say it's so hard to try to tell where it's where it is, because the shot, I like the shot's not bad, but like it's a little blurry, like somewhat. I don't even know how many pixels it is because I didn't even check. So let's see here. I believe this one is Z. So I'll get those. Let me. Z-axis. And we're gonna do one. No, you don't want to grab that. Parallel Z. Hopefully this works. I have a hard time with some of these sometimes. Parallel Z. Alright. Let's see here. We're going to bring this up. I'm going to see if I can get this to try to see if I can make that. Oh my god. Right there, probably. Alright. Then I can just bring this down. No, not that one. Oh boy. Alright. Okay. Okay. It's a little bit better. I wouldn't say it's the greatest, but whatever. We're going to see what we can do with this. Like I said, I have no idea how this might have to go up. I feel like it needs to go up. Alright. So then we're going to do this along these countertop. Parallel to X. And then like a Z. Okay. So like I can't even like boy. This is kind of eyeballing it. You shouldn't really do this, but I gotta try to guess where this is because I don't want it to not have some kind of idea of where it is. This, no, I didn't want to do that. Oriented. Okay, so we can do like parallel to Y on here. Parallel to Y. Parallel to Y. Parallel to Y. Okay. We can use these cabinets. Parallel Y. Now for me to check these, it's going to, I don't know if this is even going to align just the way that I have like the okay. Alright, so let's try this, see if it works. And it didn't. Okay. So I want to try these out. I don't know. See what happens. You have to play around with them. One axis alignment check lines are mutually incompatible. One of them must be changed end for end. Okay. Okay. Let's try that. I don't know. Line. Nope. Okay. Having a real good go at this. Oh man. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Right. Okay. Trying to figure out why it's not. It ain't liking it. I know that. See if that works. Oh, it worked. Okay. So that was the problem. I think it didn't realize, because it was the Y line was coming down through and it was intersecting with these and it didn't know what to do with it. So let's see here. So you're gonna go into 3D and we're gonna put a cube in here and we're gonna see how it lines up with this whole scene. Yeah. And if it doesn't look right, then we might have to go back and change something, but okay. Looks like it should be good. All I'm doing is just seeing if it looks like the angles are lined up, if they're not all messed up, because if they are, then it ain't gonna work, and then I'll have to come back in. I had that issue with another kitchen I did, and it made these, and it I don't think it was my fault, or like it wasn't how I lined it up. It was the way that the shot was. Like whoever took the shot, they kind of like doctored it and made it real weird on the edges where it warped it. So it was really, really weird to try to get it to line up. So we have that now. So all we have to do now is export this. And export as an FBX. We're gonna put it back in. Put it in here. Okay. We're just gonna okay everything. Nothing needs changed in there. So that's all. Those settings are all good. Okay. So I'm going to open up another Maya, and this is going to chug real bad because I'm in the middle of doing a render for I'm going to try to do the try to bring it in, try to bring this camera in, and then I'll replace the image, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that to build this room, and I'll just line up everything, and then I'll get it all blocked out, and then I'll build it from there. So I'm not going to try to make this a super long video, because I found that the longer the video, the worse it is to try to watch. So I'll just do it in parts. Yeah. If this ever loads up, it's seriously like I have another one up and it's trying to render shots and it's taking forever, and this is going to make it take even longer, but really don't have a choice at this point. Like, I think, come on, you can do it. If not, then this video is going to be ending really fast, so it ain't going to matter. Alright, I got something. Alright, so we're going to go new. And we're going to set up a new project. Project window. We're going to get a new, like, okay. And then we're gonna put, let's see here. Make a new folder. Alright. Accept. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to save it right away because, well, actually I'm not going to do that right away. I'm going to import this thing first because there's no point in me saving it if it doesn't work. Where did I put that? I think it's in a folder. Yeah. Wait. There it is. Okay. So I import this. There's my camera. We're going to go into that camera. Look through it. Oh, there's our image. Okay. So I need to make this image fit this. So we're going to turn on, let's see here, resolution gate, turn that on, and then we're going to do fill for that, and then we already have the image in there, so we don't have to worry about putting that back in. Alright, so we're gonna get started on this. I'm gonna do a really quick block out, trying to figure it out. I'm gonna do a cube. So okay, and I already see that this is going to be a problem. So whenever you bring it in from Syntheyes, for some reason, it brings it in upside down because I have no idea. It flips it for some reason. It did it on every single one I've done. I have no idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to flip the camera, and then I'm going to flip the image too. Rotate. If it's and the only way I'm going to be able to tell is if I bring this cube back in and we see what it looks like. I want to say that this might not be okay. So we're good now, because it looks like the cube is actually, yeah, it's up. So your Y needs to be up whenever you're doing this. Oh no, it's upside down. Those are the cabinets. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, so we got to flip the image. So we go back to here and we go to this, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna flip this image. We'll just rotate. Wonder if it's gonna work. There we go. I got it. Okay. So we're gonna go back. We're gonna go into our camera. Oh my god. Once again. Hold on a second. This is so annoying. Like here it looks right, but it's not. So I don't know what else to say. It's just hold on a second. Alright. Trying to figure out the best way to do this. But is that right? Probably not. It's not what I wanted. I need that cube. I know it looks really messed up. Like, I get it. But trying to figure out, like, I can't even see where the thing is. Oh my. You know what? I'll just reinsert the texture. This needs to be fill, I believe. Fit the resolution gate. And then I'll just that doesn't do anything though. It's not helping me. I need these settings. This needs to be like 180 maybe. No. What's that? 90 before, and then like maybe this. Or no, it's this one. 180. Does it change if I do 90? No. Nope, that ain't it. Oh boy. That's the problem with this, like using these other programs, and I don't have nothing against it, but it causes an issue whenever you're trying to causes issues whenever you're trying to get it in there, trying to figure out how to line it up. Like I can't even tell you where the cube is. Oh boy. Like it's that bad. See how the grid is like. See how the grid is kind of like in the middle. That's what whenever you don't do it right on the floor, have like your main things on the floor. And I know me not having that Y set up, like that main Y not set up right, it probably messed it all up. I could probably go back and work on it and try to fix it, but I think I'm good. I don't really feel like doing that. Like I could build this upside down. It's not like the end of the world, but like it turns into a problem because when it comes to trying to get it to at the end, whenever you're trying to just get stuff lined up and stuff, it just turns into a massive problem. So we're gonna just line this room. I want to get moving on this. I've already spent too much time trying to figure out why the hell it ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing. So I'm going to we're going to take this off screen. Bring this up. Here, wait. Let me turn off. Let me make this so I can see through it. Okay. Okay. So you see how this is out? So now that needs to get back. Let's see. Push this back. Push it right there. See, that lines up, so we're good. Okay. So we're going to go up further. We're going to go to the edge of the corner. Okay. Well, actually, I need to take this into it more. This needs to be the back of it. Okay. So now, take this one. Oh, wrong side. This will come out. we're just going to take this out the whole way because that's what we're doing. We'll add that hallway on later if we have to. It's not a huge deal. So we have our main part of this room built. Let me see here. So this needs to go away because you're not going to see any of that. It doesn't matter. I think it's this one. Okay. This needs to go down a tiny bit. Right there. Okay. And this needs to go up a little bit, apparently, because, see, and this is the other problem. So, see, I can't see where that needs to go. I need to start doing this now because it turned, like I said, there's certain things about it that stink, like trying to figure the stuff out, because, like, there, I can see it. Like, you know, that's weird. I don't know. But see how it's like upside down too? That's even worse. Oh, that makes me feel so bad. So we're gonna go up here. That'll be good. I like it. Okay. So we got our shape. We're gonna turn this grid off. It doesn't need to be on anymore. Okay. I'm just gonna name this room. Alright. So we got our floor, we got our walls, we got our ceiling. Okay. With any of that, like, you shouldn't have to do this right away. This is like a secondary thing you need to do, but at some point you have to bevel these walls or these corners of all these, and because that way the light refracts right and bounces whenever you start adding light to the scene. So we're gonna just do it now. I'm not gonna waste the time to not do it. So we're gonna get a bevel. It's gonna make this enormous bevel that it doesn't need to be. So we're gonna go like point. Let's see what 1 looks like. Nope, it's too much. It's still too much. It needs to go down to like 0.05. And that's still too much. 3. I don't know if I can live with that. That's fine. We'll let that go. So you had to take it down like a massive amount. It's kind of ridiculous, but it works. We're gonna end up adding the walls back on this thing. Well, actually, you know what? I shouldn't even have done that. Because what's going to have to happen is this needs to go out so far that this is going to have to go out so far that it needs to go past the camera, which is fine. Bridget. Bridge, okay. We'll just do this. So now the camera's inside there, so it doesn't matter. And then all I gotta do is just be like, well, you know what, it's the whole thing, so it doesn't matter. Bevel that. Still too much, God. Oh. 1. We can maybe go 2. It seems a little ridiculous. Alright. So we're gonna get out of there. Alright. So now we got this built. I'm gonna start putting things in here. So I'm going to bring in another cube. I hate this. It's so terrible. The other thing you can do is you can flip the actual room upside down and then just try to reline it back up, which is like the box and everything. Like you can put everything in upside down or whatever. You flip that with it. But I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like getting into it right now. We can worry about it later. Probably would be easier to do it now. But I don't know. Okay. So we're going to we're going to get this island out of the way. There's that. The back side of that. There's that. Okay. That's built. And remember, we're not doing any of these secondary details yet, like the boards on the outside of that or anything. We just want to get the shapes, and then we're going to light it, and then we go from there. So, and I know it looks weird, like how that is. Well, actually it is weird because it's outside of the building. It's outside of the building. Oh boy. Yeah, that's weird. Actually, it's not weird. I'm gonna just do this. I know you don't really understand. If you don't understand this, then I'll explain it. But this thing's not on the floor. It's see how big it is. And the only reason I moved that, it looked like it lined up really good, but it really didn't because it wasn't in place where it needed to be. So this needs to come back to here. This needs to come in. And this needs to come into here. Okay, now we're good. I think, so this looks weird because the mesh is reversed. So that should look right now. This needs reversed too. There we go. Okay, so now it should look somewhat normal. This is going to look so smashed. Like the whole scene's gonna look weird because it's kind of crowded. I can make it bigger, but I can make the room a little bit bigger. Maybe then I can have more room to move around with that camera and it won't cause issues. You can do that, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. So I gotta put this countertop on top of here. So instead of me sitting there and building a whole nother cube and everything, going through all the issues, I'm just gonna copy it. go there. Go here. It's out to there. Okay. So there's your island. Let's get the countertops. Sorry, let's get the counters. I'm gonna lock this camera because if I move it, it's gonna. No, not that one. This one. Yeah, okay, that's good. Alright. We're gonna turn this on so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Alright. Alright, another cube. I could literally use that island and just copy it if I wanted to. I don't know. Not feeling like doing that way. I'm gonna move these out because it's seriously bothering me. Let's see here. Like that. Like that. There we go. It's way more room. Okay. Can play with this now. Alright. So I need to see where I'm at here. I need to push this up against this wall. Alright. Alright, there's that. So we'll line that up. Grab the bottom of that, bring it down. Okay. Bring this out to right there. Down. And here's the thing with this, I could take it the whole way, which I think that's what I'm going to do. The whole way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an edge loop. It's like right here, maybe. Okay. This needs moved back. That's going to bother me. Okay, so this, I don't want to move out without extruding. So you got to extrude out. Okay, and go to like right there. Should be good. All right. All right. So there's our counter. Then we're gonna block out the fridge. Alright. Me center. Delete history on that so it's not all messed up. Copy that. Alright. So this will be the fridge. I feel like the island might not be on the floor, which it's not. See? I knew it. Which means that needs to either. Okay, so we need to get that right in place. This needs to just go back then. And then it needs to go up. We're still okay. The only difference is that this needs to, top of this needs to go up. Okay, I think that's good. And then this, I need to get the edge of this, and it needs to go out more. Okay. And this needs to go up. All right. Let me bring this in. Yeah, it's still not. It's still not on there. Okay, we're gonna leave that like that. I think the back part of that counter, I want to say, it looks like it goes off enough, but I don't know. I guess it's just from the angle, the way it looks. It's fine. Anyway, let's get on this. I'm wasting more time. So this faces needs to go back. Okay. Now this counter might need to go over more, which is whatever, but, and it looks like it does. You can't tell whenever that's, yeah, you can't tell whenever that's like right there. Doesn't make any sense. So this fridge, we're gonna take this and move it. Now you can't see this, so you don't know. So it's like kind of like a guess. I mean, I've been in this kitchen, but alright. So got that. The fridge is done. Okay. Now we're gonna go, and here's the other thing. Like, look how, okay. So I need to make sure these things are on the friggin' ground, because it is going to cause me problems. So this needs to touch the ground, and then I'm gonna move it back. Well, I'm not gonna move it. Yeah, I'll move it back. It's fine. Oh boy. Actually, I don't want to do that. I'll leave that back, touching that, and then I'll just take the face of it and move it back. And then guess what? This comes out more, which means that counter probably didn't need to get extended as much, should I say. And then this fridge needs to go up to about there. Okay. feel a little bit better like that. That'll work. And then let me just see what I'm doing. Okay. So we'll go like that. Alright. So fridge is made. We gotta do cabinet still. We gotta get our window placed. Let's see here. Let's make sure all this stuff is, all the history's deleted on it, because I'm gonna turn out having problems. Alright. Should probably make that wall, I guess. Let's move this down. Okay. See, and even the fridge looks like, because of the way that that is, it's going to now a little bit more. Okay, so this fridge can be, that can be pushed in some more. Okay, I'm good with that. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, you know what? I'll just do a new cube. I'm not gonna sit there and mess with that. I don't want to keep copying things, especially if it's in one big piece like that. It's gonna cause me issues. I have to break it up, and I'm gonna do all this other stuff. Like, I'm not gonna do that. So, all right. So let's run this into the back wall. And then we'll do this. We'll go up. We're just going to go into the ceiling with it. And then there. Alright. Go across. Okay, that looks good. Now this one I'll copy, because it looks like the other cabinets, and I don't have to sit there and worry about it. And all I gotta do is extend it, so I'm good. Okay. Okay, I gotta look at this image real quick. Hold on. It goes on an angle. Yup. Okay. So alright. That works. So I'm going to take out to there, and then we're going to leave this cabinet alone, and then we're going to take this, rotate this, Okay. So that's good. Trying to figure out where. Okay. So then I'm going to duplicate this. We're going to bring this over to here. We're going to do another one. Now I don't know that it goes over that far because I don't know. I somewhat know this kitchen, but it's not. I don't think I've seen it as updated, so I'm gonna have to guess, kind of. So we're gonna take this over against this. Take these. Oh, I didn't want to do that. It's fine. Alright. I'm going to take this across here. Now we're going to do the face of it. I'm going to pull it out. Okay. So we got that. Alright. So far we're looking pretty good. I think a lot of this is looking like it's on point. I gotta do that corner cabinet. So for me to be able to do that, I don't know if this is gonna work, but if it does, then great. I don't know if it will, honestly. Actually, you know what? Yeah, like this. I'm just going to use the vertex to get it to line up, or the snap tool. So we're going to get a vertex mode, and we're going to go there, get there, there. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Actually, I do want to do that. Hold on. I'm going to split it down the middle. Okay. So now I can do that. Okay. Okay. And then I can push this into the back corner. Just try to line it up the best I can. Alright. Oh man, it did that to the front of it. It's not really what I wanted. I'll fix that. Get that fixed. Let's see here. This can go there. And then, yeah, that sucks. So I need to pull trying to figure out if there's a way I can you know what? This is straight down there, so I don't understand why this got moved around. Okay, that's good. Alright, we're good with that. Let me go ahead and leave that alone. Let's see. Alright. I feel like these need to come down somehow. I don't know. Anyway, I need to get this window in place. Cube. Let's see here. Actually, I don't need a cube. I don't know what I'm thinking. I need this tool, the edge loop. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find the edge of this window. So there. 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 And there. Alright. So that window is going to be non-end. Take care of that. Take that out. Okay. So we're going to do this, 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 and this. And we're going to extrude back to give it that, there we go. Okay. I'm not going to go crazy with some of this blocking. I got enough to do with having to come back in and do, like I said, I don't want to make the video super long, so but we'll get a decent amount done. I mean, this is a good jump on it in one day, so let's see. Bring this up to there. And then we're going to bring out the okay. There's that. So it looks like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's actually really good. All right, we gotta block out these stoles still, and I think I'm gonna, well, See, I messed up. There's an oven there, and I didn't even think about it. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to take this edge loop tool. I'm going to go right there. Kind of hard to tell where the other, say right there. So we're gonna just blow that out, because honestly it's kind of pointless to try to, I don't want to sit there and extract and do all that other stuff. I just rather bring in a brand new cube and just replace it and call it a day. So fill hole, okay. So, and I can just pull, well, never mind. Separate that, okay. Okay, so that's done. There's also a dishwasher, and there's an oven, and I know, and there's another cooker or whatever there. I got like, I'm trying to, just for the most part, get just the main parts blocked out of this so that I have what I need to continue on it. I need to get the lights in the ceiling at some point. I'll do these. We're not making these legs on these stools yet. We're just gonna put cylinders in the place of it, and that'll be good enough. So we're gonna go. These are a little weird. They're not lining up the way they should be. So we're going to have to get it as close as we can. So, plus it's, they're not. I thought it was going out more as it goes down, but it's not. We'll be fine. It's whatever. Like I said. See, some things aren't going to line up, which is like I had another scene, and the boards on the floor are the only thing that didn't line up, but everything else did. So it just it is what it is, you know. There. Okay, so we're gonna leave there. That's that. And then let's see here. So like everything, once we get a blocking and we get some of the lighting going, you're gonna have to do like the secondary stuff, like the backsplash, the tiles on the floor, the boards and stuff around this, all the drawers, handles, all that other stuff. I don't know. It's not hard once you get through, like when you start getting into a groove, because everything is everything's just repeating. All you got to do is sit there and just take one object and move it, you know. So it's not too hard. I just need to figure out what I'm gonna do as far as how far I want to go with what I'm doing today, because I'm not trying to spend a whole lot of time on this, especially since I'm doing this on Labor Day, which like I gotta go and do some stuff. So put that vent in. I mean, that's literally not even necessary. It doesn't even matter as of right now. I mean, for the most part, I'm trying to see if that's black or if it's like I reversed that for no reason. Maybe, I don't know. I think I reversed it for no reason. Good job. I think the ceiling's still black. Reverse. Alright. So we should be good. I think I'm not even going to light it yet because it's going to take me trying to figure out how to go about setting it up and what kind of lighting I need. But as of right now, this is where we're going to stop because I can get more. I can move on. I'm going to do this in parts, and I'm going to probably do like it until the end. So, but this is where we're going to stop, and then we'll continue it on the next video. All right. Thanks.